Hi, this is Hank Marshall with Worldguard coming to you this afternoon. Over the next 10 minutes, I hope to introduce you to Worldguard and further explain the relationship that we've come to with Discover the World Marketing. We have formed a wonderful partnership to bring the travel agents and the people in the network of Discover the World Marketing a new service, a very exciting service, that of medical travel insurance. Over the next 10 minutes, as I indicated, I hope to walk you through that process, introduce you to Worldguard, and give you an exciting look at what this product is all about. What I'd like you to do right now, I'm sure you recognize this home page. This is Discover the World Marketing page. Please follow the yellow cursor as we go up to the address bar. What we're going to do right now is head to the worldguard.net website. Here we are. This page and the content you will see shortly was exclusively developed under this joint operation and partner venture between Worldguard and Discover the World Marketing. We've done our best to make this a very, very simple process and a very simple tool for everybody to use. I'd like to take a moment for you to take a look at this site, at this page, and get familiar with it, because it will be the page that you come to each time you engage in getting a quote or completing an application. I'd like to take a moment to familiarize yourself with some things on this page. First of all, this gray menu bar up here, if you're following that yellow circle cursor of mine. The products that we're going to be talking about are three primary products, and they are these three right here. Atlas Travel Series, which is for short-term medical health insurance for individuals traveling outside their home country, wherever that may be. Secondly, we have Student Secure, and that provides worldwide health coverage for students pursuing their education abroad, anywhere outside their home country. Third product is Atlas Group Series, and this is a special product aimed at a target audience where there is a group of individuals traveling together who wish to have medical insurance, and the minimum number of people in that group is 5. So it's applicable to groups of 5 or more. For those of you who are curious about the background behind this and who is the underwriter and medical insurance company behind this product, it's HCC Medical Insurance Services. I encourage you, if you do find the time and you're curious, to please spend some time here and get to know more about HCC. You'll be very impressed. This is probably the most important little button right here. If for any reason during the course of any day or any transaction you experience difficulty of any kind, please do not hesitate to call our customer service. The telephone number there is a United States telephone number, area code 602-374-5535. The contact there is Michael. Michael's email address is, as you see right there. If you prefer to communicate to Michael by way of email, please do so. He can be reached at michael@emergingbenefits.com. Let's go back to the home page here for a second. And now what we're going to do is take us into the preferred client quote now, or the actual portal that allows an agent to sign up using their own exclusive, unique agent number and get at a quoting tool and get at the ability to apply on behalf of a client. So let's do that right now. Let's move down to this quote now. Click on it. Now, again, a very simple page. Pretty much telling you there's only one place that you need to go. Bring your cursor and click on the agent box. Anybody who's coming to this point will have had a unique code number issued to them that allows that person to engage in the selling and quoting of insurance product, as well as allows for Worldguard and Discover the World to track the activity and the production related to this service. We're going to go ahead and use a dummy number right now so that we can explore the functionality of this tool. As I indicated, I'm going to scroll down here. We have 3 services. I'm going to walk through each one of them because there are some unique components to each one that you need to be familiar with so that when you set out to take a call or engage in a quote or an application, it's that much easier to do. So tell you what, let's get started by first trying the Atlas Travel Series. Each one of these is going to have a series of steps, and we'll walk through each one of them. Here we are at step 1. Fairly simple. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a potential client up here. This will be a hypothetical traveler. And we're going to assume that the person is in fact traveling to the United States from a country, we'll use Europe as a matter of an example for this one. And we're going to say, take a look at the first one. Using drop-down menus, will your trip include the U.S.? Yes, it will. Let's make a trip up. Let's assume October. And we're going to say October 1st. And we're going to make it this year. And we're going to make it a 3-week trip. So we're going to add 21 days to that. Again, be mindful of the year. We're going to assume that the people traveling on this trip are a husband and wife. And we're going to have 2 children. So we've got children between anything 10 to 17 and 14 days to 9 years. We're going to put down that we have 2 teenagers. Now, the sports writer coverage is for somebody who intends to engage in extreme sports, water skiing, jet skiing, free mountain snow skiing, something that is not considered an average sport like basically swimming or cycling. But if a person intends to compete or participate in sports activity of that type, they will need to have that clicked yes. Online fulfillment is something we leave it yes. It's the process we're engaged in at the moment. We're going to go ahead and say get quote. We want to take the information right here, which is basic information, ask for a quote, and then refine it based on some personal information about ourselves. So the number can change. So here we are. The initial quote that you can provide, or that you've been given, is for a family of 4, 2 children and 2 adults, for a period of 21 days. The total insurance coverage premium cost is $230.58. You will notice that the policy that is being considered at this point is a default policy. That default policy has a maximum coverage of $500,000 and has a deductible of $250. It is up to you as the agent right now to engage in a discussion with the potential client and discuss if they are amenable or they like these particular deductible and coverage settings, or you can modify them. If somebody does not want to have any out-of-pocket deductible expenses, you can simply click on 0. If somebody is willing to pay a little bit more in the deductible, it'll obviously lower the premium. You can also increase the coverage. You can raise it from the default of $500,000 to $50 or $1 million. It depends on the client and what they're looking for. Be mindful that this number right here will change from its current value to anything else that might happen here. So what I'm going to do, just for the sake of showing an example here, I'm going to be willing to accept the $200 or $500 deductible, but because I'm concerned and I've got teenagers, I'm going to raise that to $1 million. Now you've watched that number change by taking on more deductible but going a higher coverage. It's roughly the same. It's $229.07 for the 21-day policy. I'm going to stick with that. So let's move on. Now we scroll down using this scroll bar, and you'll see that in a variety of places throughout this portal. And we're going to go through all this information that we see right here before we actually engage in the placing of an order. At any point in time, if you complete something and you click on this, place the order, and there is something missing, the system will kick it back to you with a highlighted red writing indicating the information that was either mistaken wrong, improperly placed, wrong format, or information that was missing, just follow the directions and re-click place order and you'll be fine. Let's start with our hypothetical father in this family. We're going to call him John A. Smith. We're going to assume, let's say January, that works for me, January 15th, 1960. That's 1965. Primary passport, BD, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Country of citizenship. Let's just say John is from, let's just say that he's from the Ivory Coast. And he happens to be living in the United Kingdom. His wife's name is Jane Smith. And she was born on May 20th, 1964. Her passport number is going to be CF 987654321. Child number 1 is James Smith. Date of birth 1992. Let's just say yes, February 1993. Child passport ER 112233445566. Child, the final one is going to be Jason Smith. He was born in August 19th, 1985. Child passport G 9988776655. The mailing address is going to be John A. Smith, 123-15A, High Street, apartment 15. City is London. We indicated they were in London, if you remember correctly. London, state won't apply. Country, let's make sure we get the country right. So make sure it's United Kingdom. Zip code SW1 ER3. Telephone. Here we go. Again, we have to put in all the codes here. So it's 44-020-345-3454-775. Email johnsmith50@gmail.com. Are you coming to Florida to work? In this case, no, it's a holiday, so we're going to leave it at that. We've got all the information that populated this from our earlier screen in terms of where we were coming. So we're indicating that our destination country is the United States. The family is coming to the United States for vacation. You have to, at this point in the name of the beneficiary, indicate who this policy will be paid to. In this case, we're going to indicate the beneficiary is John's sister, Janet Smith. Now, at this point in time, there are a variety of ways that this can be paid. Standard credit cards, and we're just going to leave it at Visa for now. And we're going to pick a number, 1, 4. Expiration date, 12, same as mailing. Generally, that's an easy way to quickly populate that. And we're at the point now where this is general terms and conditions. They're worth reading if nobody has read them, and so everybody's familiarized with it. Recognize that by clicking on the place order button here, you agree to those terms and conditions. It's very, very simple. So at this point, by simply placing the order, the information that we've provided along with that dollar amount, $229.07, will become the policy that we've purchased. So at this point in time, we are going to